En la calma lenta de la noche, mi corazón aprende a esperar.
Imagine stepping onto a global stage at just 13 years old, with millions watching. You decide to sing Bohemian Rhapsody, one of the most complex, legendary, and heavily protected songs in rock history. Most adults wouldn't dare. But this teenager didn't just sing it. She stripped it down, flipped it into a haunting jazz masterpiece, and made time stand still. It was a performance so raw, so emotionally devastating that it stopped Simon Cowell in his tracks, earned Heidi Klum's golden buzzer, and ultimately forced the legendary rock band Queen themselves to step in and react. Today, we are diving deep into the secret vocal telemetry of Angelina Jordan, decoding the technique that made rock royalty bow down, and exploring the fascinating journey of the barefoot prodigy who took the world by storm. Welcome to our deep dive. Hello everyone, and welcome back. We all know those viral moments on talent shows that make us stop scrolling, but every once in a while, a voice comes along that transcends the typical reality TV spectacle. Back in 2020, during America's Got Talent: The Champions, a 13-year-old Norwegian girl named Angelina Jordan did the unthinkable. She took Freddie Mercury's operatic rock anthem, a song defined by its grandiose production, and turned it into an intimate, smoky, old soul confession. But this wasn't just a lucky viral moment. This was the culmination of years of quiet, steady dedication from an artist who has been singing jazz classics since she was a toddler. What makes Angelina so captivating isn't just her undeniable talent. It's the maturity in her phrasing, the emotional depth of her delivery, and, remarkably, the mystery surrounding her. She isn't chasing tabloid fame. She's grounded, focused, and seemingly operating on a different wavelength than most teenage pop stars. Let's break down the facts, dispel a few rumors, and uncover the real story of the girl with the barefoot promise. To understand the gravity of her Bohemian Rhapsody cover, we have to travel back to where it all started. Angelina Jordan was born on January 10, 2006 in Oslo, Norway. She comes from a rich tapestry of cultural heritage. Her father is Swedish, while her mother brings Iranian, Norwegian, and Japanese roots. Art runs in her blood. Her maternal grandmother is an acclaimed Iranian poet and painter. But for Angelina, the medium was always music, and her taste was extraordinarily classic. While other toddlers were listening to nursery rhymes, Angelina was absorbing the vocal mastery of Whitney Houston, Dinah Washington, and Billie Holiday. The most defining visual aspect of Angelina's performances, her bare feet, actually stems from a profound childhood experience. At just 6 years old, while traveling, she encountered a young girl who didn't have shoes. Without hesitation, Angelina gave her own shoes to the girl and made a silent promise. She would never wear shoes on stage again until all children in the world had them. It's a grounded, literal connection to her art and humanity, a statement of empathy that speaks volumes about her character. Her first major breakthrough came in 2014. At a mere 7 years old, she auditioned for Norway's Got Talent with a rendition of Billie Holiday's Gloomy Sunday. The contrast between this tiny, gap-toothed child and the dark, sophisticated jazz classic she was belting out was staggering. She didn't just sing the notes, she understood the sorrow. She went on to win the entire competition at age 8. Over the next few years, she quietly built a massive online following, racking up over 4 billion combined views on social media, with breathtaking covers of jazz and soul classics, all without the backing of a massive PR machine. This brings us to the pivotal moment in 2020 on America's Got Talent: The Champions. She was 13. The song choice? Bohemian Rhapsody. From a vocal telemetry perspective, this is where things get genuinely fascinating. Vocal experts and Grammy-voting producers have analyzed this performance, noting that what Angelina did is technically near impossible. She didn't try to mimic Freddie Mercury's explosive rock belts. Instead, she utilized an a cappella opening that immediately established a melancholy, almost devastating tone. Presenter TV, dynamics. She leaned into her rare, old soul instrument, showcasing a color and jazz instinct that vocal coaches often compare to legends like Ella Fitzgerald. Her control, her pitch, and the smoky texture of her voice created a rainbow of colors that left the audience in tears and the judges stunned. Heidi Klum slammed the golden buzzer, sending her straight to the finals. Simon Cowell, famously hard to impress, was visibly shaken by the maturity of her arrangement. But the ultimate validation came from outside the reality TV bubble. Following the broadcast, the official Twitter account of the legendary rock band Queen, the creators of the masterpiece, shared the performance. They tweeted, "Wow, what a rendition of #Bohemian Rhapsody," officially stamping their approval on the young singer. When the original creators of one of the most famous songs in history publicly praise a 13-year-old's cover, you know it's not just hype. It's undeniable, generation-defining talent. When someone possesses a talent so otherworldly, the internet naturally begins to spin wild theories. Let's separate the facts from the rumors. Rumor number 1, is Angelina Jordan deaf? This bizarre rumor circulated online, likely stemming from people trying to find a physiological explanation for her intense focus and unique phrasing. The fact is, no, absolutely not. Her pitch, microtonal control, and the vocal telemetry we discussed earlier require pristine, spot-on hearing. Presenter TV dynamics. Her auditory processing is in fact highly sophisticated, allowing her to master complex jazz scales. Rumor number 2, is she hiding a secret Hollywood lifestyle? Despite a net worth estimated around $5 million in 2025, driven by streaming, live shows, and a deal with Republic Records, Angelina remains incredibly grounded. She still lives at home with her parents in Norway. There are no scandalous paparazzi photos, no highly publicized teenage drama, and no extravagant celebrity flexes. Rumor number 3, is she currently dating? As of 2026, the answer is no. Her focus is intensely musical. In interviews, she refers to music as her first love, and her social media reflects a life dedicated to the studio, the craft, and her family. She is a refreshing anomaly in an industry that often thrives on controversy and clickbait. So, what is Angelina up to in 2026? As a 19-year-old artist, she has entered a phase of quiet evolution. Her last major release was a bold reimagining of Beyoncé's If I Were a Boy in 2024, produced by Toby Gad. Since then, her team has been notoriously tight-lipped. No massive tour dates, no noisy announcements. But behind the scenes, the creative engine is roaring. She has been writing original music, leaning into a blend of old-school jazz and modern soul, as seen in her original track, Million Miles. There are also murmurs of a potential documentary in the works. She is taking her time, refusing to be rushed by the relentless pace of the modern music industry. She is building a legacy, not just a fleeting moment of virality. Angelina Jordan's journey from a barefoot 7-year-old singing Billie Holiday in Oslo to a teenager commanding the respect of the band Queen is nothing short of cinematic. She proves that true artistry doesn't need to shout to be heard. Sometimes, a quiet, soulful voice can echo the loudest. The secret vocal telemetry that captivated the world isn't a magic trick. It's the result of raw talent, a deep emotional connection to the music, and a refusal to compromise her artistic integrity. We can't wait to see what this extraordinary talent does next. If you loved this deep dive, let us know in the comments. What is your favorite Angelina Jordan performance? Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay curious, keep listening to great music, and we will catch you in the next one.